What is up, guys? What a pretty much a finale so far for the first part of Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 16. Now, where we're going to be going into 2022, the winner of the finale of Attack on Titan. This has been a ride, and unfortunately, we got to wait a whole year, man, and longer, so that way we can see what happens, because this episode was absolutely crazy. Because we do see where it takes place at the very events of the very next episode, where Yelena is talking to Pixis, and right before that we see where Hodge and everybody else is trying to find the explosion for where Levi and Zeke were. Zeke is thinking he's going to die, and he gets picked up by this female Titan, gets put inside her, and we still don't know where Levi is. And then it goes into Yelena talking to Pixis about the whole idea about thank you for complying, and he says that he didn't have much of a choice since most of the military drank the spinal fluid, which was pretty much the plan. And we do see where he pretty much does inform her that that he was unaware of it, so he's wearing a black armband. Ones that had cement were wearing a red armband. Ones that basically wanted to become Jaegers are wearing a white band. So they're basically doing different things that Marley would do, and Yelena does state that those are things that basically she did learn. And then we also see where later on she goes down into the jail talking to we see Jean, we see Connie, we see, of course, Mika-san, we see Armin. Basically they're all talking, and they're trying to figure out what exactly happened and why Armin attacked Eren. He explains a little bit, but Mika-san tells him to shut up pretty much. And then we also see where as soon as all this happens, we see here where Yelena comes down, and ones that you think were allies basically are no longer allies. They're basically just working for themselves. And she basically does, in a way, state, look, I am trying to help you, but it's not in the way it seems. And she basically does inform them of what Zeke's plan is later on. So basically, from the way I'm understanding it, after they want to know, is basically they want to stop what I'm assuming is stopping the birth of more Eldons, so that way that the war could just end. That way there's no more Eldons at all. So we do see where one of the ones that have now become loyal, I guess, to Yelena and the Jaegers starts mouthing off to Niccolo about Sasha, saying now, oh, he fell for a devil, and she's this, and she's that. And it pisses him off so bad where he's like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. And then as soon as he does that, you see where Yelena shoots him, and she says, I'm very sorry for that. There's not going to be no more rudeness about this since... and they basically say that they did this because they are very happy to the fact of it being that they basically helped the Elden people on Perilous Island basically be able to, become more modern. And we see where as soon as that happens, that they're like, oh, well, we're getting attacked. And as soon as that happens, we did see before that where Gabby is now basically in a room by herself. Eren comes to her, basically tells her, look, I want you to work with me if you want to save Falco. And as soon as that happens, we see two more soldiers come in, and one of them is Miss Peak. And of course, Peak comes in, points a gun at Eren, and Eren literally has the balls to this woman and basically tells her, look, if you shoot me, okay, cool, but at the same time, you're going to have to explain to your superiors, and whatever punishment you have, your family's going to have to as well. You're not going to have time to do. He's just running off things, and she basically knows that she's screwed. She can't do anything because she knows that her supervisors, her people who she, has to go to want him alive. And he knows that he has her by the guts pretty much, and says, look, you can't do nothing. And she basically gives Gabby this whole string along after she tells her to point a gun at him, then tells her to put it away because she knows Eldons will have no way to basically have their own rights if they don't do something about it. And she basically starts telling her, Eren and everybody else, look, I just want to basically have my dad free. I want to make all Eldons free, even if I have to kill our Marley to do it. And Eren really doesn't believe her, so he's about ready to transform, and he's like, well, prove it. And she says, fine, I'll just make sure that all my allies in here are going to be shown. So they start going up a staircase, and they follow me, and he has Gabby as well as Peak cuffed together. And she starts saying that he's like, he doesn't understand what Zeke's power is with the spinal fluid. She says she doesn't either, that he didn't tell her, and he says he's unsure either. I guess he has his reasons, as well as also, I guess that was the whole thing with the spinal fluid, was to get control over the military. That way they could do this to where I guess they could have more control over if the attack does happen. And then we also do see where he even tells her if you can't transform, because you'll kill her if you transform. And at the same time, we also see where as soon as that happens, they go up to the roof, and he basically tells them, okay, go over there. And we see Elena says that, okay, you can't trust her. He says, I know that. And basically, as soon as everything's about ready to go crazy, he just tells her, where's the enemy? She turns around, and she points directly at Aaron, and then she points down. As soon as we see that, we see a familiar face come up, and basically someone was hiding in the crowd that we did see earlier, and starts attacking. Aaron transforms, and then basically you see where Rocco is looking down, up and down in his Jaw Titan form, and now he's trying to protect Peak as well as Gabby, and they look up, and there's air balloons coming. So Raynar, as well as the rest of the Marley fleet, is coming in to basically start the attack. And pretty much we see where Aaron states, okay, I'm ready. And we see where everybody now knows that the war is now come to the island, and now it's time to fight. So that's pretty much how the season, or the first part of the season, ends. Now, Peak, at the same time, we don't know if she's just, trying to protect herself or her friends or so-called friends. So we really don't know what Peak's full agenda is, other than to see what's going to happen. And the same thing of where Zeke's going to go. We don't know if Zeke's just going to, turn everybody into a Titan and start the war over on Perilous Island. So we don't know exactly everything that's going to happen, other than, of course, everyone's bringing in air balloons like we did see on the what they did when they attacked Marley. So it was a pretty crazy episode. Crazy to see what's going to happen as soon as it does. But let me know what you guys thought about this. Did you guys enjoy this? Did you guys did not want it to end? I know I didn't. I'm completely ready for the next episode, even though we're not going to get it for another year. But I'm very glad to see Attack on Titan going further and further into every episode, and just enjoying what comes next. So let me know what you guys think about this fully down in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed your day, let me know what you guys thought about Attack on Titan, as well as what you guys thought about the episode. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.